Welcome to the November 23rd INTV City Council Report, brought to you by Century 21 Right Real Estate, Cherokee County's #1 real estate company with 3 area offices serving Tahlequah, Lake Tenkiller, and Northeast Oklahoma, and Green Country Funeral Home. When your loved one deserves the best, call Green Country Funeral Home. The Tahlequah City Council meetings are held in the council chambers at City Hall located at 111 South Cherokee. The council meets at 7 p.m. on the first Monday of the month and conducts a special mid-month meeting if necessary. These meetings are open to the public and everyone is encouraged to attend. If you would like to follow along, go to www.intv.me and you can print an agenda. The November 23rd special meeting was called to order. Councilor Jack Spears was absent. David Moore, director of the Tahlequah Chamber of Commerce, asked to block streets in preparation for the upcoming Christmas parade.
Yes, we were dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and realized I had not made my annual pilgrimage up here to ask for permission to close the streets for the Christmas parade. If you say no, we have a problem. If you say no, we have a problem.
Have to fight thousands of interested children and parents.
Yes, sir. Standard request, we're following the same format as last year. The only change to the parade that we're doing this year is we've enlisted the support of about 40 more NSU students who we will put in yellow and orange vests along the parade route to kind of keep the crowd back.
I know that's been a concern of yours, and that's kind of where the matter's headed in terms of control mechanism. It's just additional bodies on the street to help keep the rest of the bodies moved back.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we're also going to have more bleachers along the route. And those will be set up early in the morning on Friday. And we have asked those that are providing the bleachers to remove them Saturday morning. So they're not there all weekend, but those will be taking some of the parking places along Muskogee Avenue during the whole day. But we're trying to place them in front of the square and in front of Norris Park.
And the city David has contacted us, and we have committed a couple of the bleacher stands from the soccer fields up to the Norris Park area for that purpose, as he indicates. Council, any questions, David? Well, we look forward to another fantastic Christmas parade. Chair will entertain a motion for approval of the request.
I move that we approve.
Ms. Bradley has the
This next item was carried over from the last meeting. The council was asked to take action on the conveyance of a 30-foot wide strip of land on Allen Road. City Attorney Park Medeiros explains.
Well, just by way of history, there was a plat that was drawn, and the plat was never utilized. The land was sold off. It was never filed, but the land was sold off in lots. And there's a 30-foot remnant strip that runs from the northerly boundary of those properties on the south side of Allen and the statutory 33-foot section line right-of-way where Allen Road lies. The city will now be the owner of approximately 30-foot wide and about 555 feet, something like that, there along Allen Road. So it doesn't solve the problem of the owners being landlocked in that area. There's still going to be that 30-foot strip of property that's owned by the city that separates those properties from the actual road. But it'll save the city having to condemn the property in the event that a widening of Allen Road is ever desired. So I would recommend that the city accept the conveyance.
Council, you've heard the recommendation. Any questions? Is there a motion?
I make a motion we approve the conveyance of this item.
The council approved the adoption of Ordinance 1162-2009 concerning flood damage prevention. The substantial change in the ordinance is that new construction, residential, commercial, industrial, or non-residential structure must be elevated a minimum of a foot above the base flood level. Had the council not approved this ordinance, current flood insurance of individuals and companies would be suspended.
Yes, sir. This is pretty much common ground anytime they update flood maps or firm panels for the city. The major changes in this is the date at which the maps are adopted, and then also they require that the floodplain administrator be accredited every year, which is a good thing. I don't see a problem with that. The other things are there were some additions of definitions, and then also some modifications of definitions. Nothing major. And the other major change is that presently we go at or above base flood elevations when we build in the floodplain, and now we're going to go 1 foot above that. The way they explain that is basically when they figure out these flood zones, FEMA figures it out where you can fill in the entire floodplain and you get 1 foot of rise. And so basically how that at base flood elevation, you're going to get flooded 1 foot if you're in the flood zone. So most cities and municipalities have been going to the 1 foot just as more of a kind of a freeboard to provide more protection in those flood zones.
And I believe I recall seeing that there was a deadline associated with this. The city needs to basically approve.
Yeah, it needs to be approved.
The adoption of the new data anyway by the 15th, was it, of December?
The 3rd.
The 3rd of December, or the individuals or the companies that have flood insurance in the city of Tahlequah will be subject to losing that.
Correct, we would be suspended from the
Very
program.
good. Council, any other questions? Is there a motion to adopt number 1162 on flood damage prevention?
Make a motion we adopt the ordinance.
Mr. Nichols has that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Don't go away. More City Council when we get back.